Here's a sneak peek at some parts of the book, and to be honest, it's pretty revealing. A lot of surprises though. So the foreword was written by Master P.
Before you figured it out. And I think that I want to be able to give that back to the listener.
That's amazing. He's someone that came from nothing and now has the world's attention. This is from chapter 1. Credit can change your life. Even someone who grew up in poverty can take advantage and structure their credit score so that in 6 to 8 months, they will have a line of credit for $50,000 to $100,000. This may be someone who's grown up in poverty and does not have rich friends or parents with a nest egg saved up. For them, to build it up only takes a minimal amount of money and some strategy. Yet credit is something that continuously multiplies. What a phenomenon! Someone who grew up in poverty with little to no money can take a credit score regardless of credit history, bad credit, or good credit and multiply it to $50,000 to $100,000 in 6 months and then multiply that to $500,000 within 18 months with the right strategy. Now this is from chapter 2. Lending companies are similar to banks because their sole purpose is to give out loans. They would not be in business if they did not give out loans. They profit off of the interest from the loans. So if you think about it, if a bank does not give out loans, if a lending company does not lend, then there is no lending company. The philosophy is very important to understand because many people walk into the bank with the fear that they won't be qualified. In reality, the banks are the ones that need your business. Without us, they would not exist. Could you imagine if a lending company did not lend to any clients? They would have nothing. So your job is to walk into that bank looking as good as you can by having your buying power in order. This is from chapter 3. It's sad that in today's society, most people who have an 800 credit score don't know how to utilize or leverage it effectively. I've heard many stories of people bragging that they have an 800 credit score. That's great. The question then becomes, what are you doing with the 800 credit score? Are you living your lifelong dreams? Or are you sitting on it, proud yet ignorant, not knowing how to utilize it except for bragging rights? I'm more impressed by someone who has a 710 credit score but is traveling the world using their points. The cold, hard truth is that many people who have a score in the 660 to 760 range live the most amazing lives because they're leveraging their credit. They use their credit cards regularly and pay them off. They fly around the world. They sometimes have multiple properties because they're getting Airbnbs and exotic cars and making money from creating income streams. This is from chapter 4. 75% of our purchases in the United States are based on credit. But the only way that you can build credit is to go into some type of debt. Credit rules our country, and our country essentially rules the world. Does that mean that credit or debt is a bad thing? No. You just have to learn to play the game in this country, especially now that you know that credit is the secret to leveraging your lifelong dreams. Your job is to play the game as smart as you possibly can. And that is exactly what this book is about. We're giving you the principles and philosophies of utilizing credit and debt the smart way. So when you accumulate debt, that reports to your credit, like a house or car. Many make the mistake of paying that debt off as soon as they get the money to do it. This is not the smart idea because banks want to see a prolonged history of payments. So in the previous example, when someone has just purchased a car and now they come into a lump sum of money, instead of paying it off, there are several other techniques you can use. This is from chapter 5. When there's some type of economic disaster, the number one feeling is fear. People are paralyzed by fear. People make rash decisions based on that fear. They spend money based on fear. People hoard money based on fear. Use this information to form your own situations and outcomes. You all definitely have to check out the book. I feel like my eyes have literally been opened.